Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mel, and welcome back to Mel Got Game, where I bring you top plays, top sports news, and breakdowns of the previous week. So if that interests you, please like, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So guys, the NFL regular season is officially coming to a close in a couple of weeks, and the postseason will be starting very soon for the league. And with the official Pro Bowl rosters being announced earlier last week, we now know which players have been selected as the best players for their position in the 2022 season. And always with that distinction, us fans of the NFL are always going to be upset that our favorite players who we feel like had really good seasons were quote unquote snubbed from the Pro Bowl. Now we know that the Pro Bowl is very biased. It's really a popularity contest a lot of the times because the same players get selected pretty much every year consistently. Now I'm not taking anything away from these players because they for sure earned a trip to the Pro Bowl, but there are definitely some players that have flown under the radar and have quietly had some very impressive seasons in 2022, but have nowhere near gotten the recognition that they truly deserve. Now today, we're specifically going to focus on the defensive side of the ball as we analyze which players are the most underrated at each position on defense. Now this list is composed of 5 players at different positions on the defensive end, including defensive tackle, defensive end, linebacker, safety, and cornerback. Now for my list, none of these players were selected to the 2022 Pro Bowl, but that's not the only thing that classifies them as being underrated in my opinion. These players also really have not been talked about among media and the fans, which combined with them not being selected to the Pro Bowl really overlooks their achievements this season. Now with that being said, let's go ahead and get into our first underrated defensive player for 2022. So getting into our first underrated player today, we have defensive end Dorrance Armstrong from the Dallas Cowboys. On the year, Armstrong is having a career season, racking up 25 total tackles, 8 sacks, and 8 tackles for loss, along with 1 forced fumble and 2 forced fumble recoveries. Now with 3 games left, Armstrong has the opportunity to get double-digit sacks on the year, which would be the first time he's done so in his career. With this being his 5th season, it has definitely proven to be a breakout season for Armstrong in terms of sacks and tackles for loss. Now compared to his last 2 seasons, his total tackles are down with just 25 tackles on the year, but he's been able to read offensive line schemes a lot better and find those holes in the opposing line, which has contributed to his uptick in sacks and tackles for loss. With the Cowboys having such a good defense with big names like Micah Parsons, Leighton Vander Esch, and Trayvon Diggs, it's easy for Armstrong's success on the defensive end to kind of go overlooked, but he's definitely one of the most vital parts of this defense, as the Cowboys defense sits at number 8 in the NFL among other defenses, as well as being a top team in the league with their playoff spot already being clinched. Now moving on to our second defensive line position, we have Grover Stewart, defensive tackle for the Indianapolis Colts. As far as how Stewart's season has went, he has compiled 62 total tackles, 4 sacks, and 9 tackles for loss. He also has 3 pass deflections as well as a fumble recovery. This is Stewart's 6th season in the NFL, and it has proven to be his best season yet, with career highs in almost every category, including tackles, quarterback hits, and tackles for loss. It's very evident that Stewart's role on the defense has been heavily increased this year, as he's played 68% of the Colts snaps on defense. Now even though Stewart has had a very solid season, the Colts have been very iffy on defense so far, as they sit at number 12 in the league. They've shown stretches of being a top 10 defense in the league at times, and other times they just collapse like how they did against the Vikings in the second half, surrendering the largest comeback in NFL history. And inconsistencies on defense like this are sort of the reason why Stewart's season has gone overlooked. But as long as the Colts continue to give Stewart a lot of reps and work on their defensive schemes, they are sure to be a top 10 defense next season. Now moving on to our most underrated linebacker in the league, we have Foye Oluokun from the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the year, Oluokun has 162 total tackles, 1 sack, 11 tackles for loss, 3 pass deflections, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries. He is currently leading the league in total tackles and solo tackles, as he is the only player in the league with over 100 solo tackles with 115. Now in my opinion, Foye has been underrated for quite some time. And I know from firsthand experience because he played with the Falcons from 2018 to 2021, when the Falcons chose to not bring him back for another season. Now don't ask me why, all I know is that it was a dumb move then, and with how he's playing this season, it's proven to be a dumb move still to this day. He's on pace to be the NFL's league leader in tackles for a 2nd straight season. And it's clear that Oluokun has a unique nose for the football, as he's able to read offensive plays and stuff runs for negative yards. Oluokun definitely be watching film, that's for sure. And that's all you can ask for in a middle linebacker. record. As far as the Jaguars defense, they are among the bottom 10 defenses in the league, as they sit at number 24 on the year. Now, it seems like they have been a little bit better in the second half of the season, but the main reason for the Jaguars' recent success has been their increase in offensive production. Overall, if the defense gets better in these last few games, the Jaguars will be certain to win the AFC South and find themselves in the playoffs for the first time since 2017. Now, moving on to some DBs. We have our most underrated cornerback of the season, Jonathan Jones from the New England Patriots. Jones has 51 total tackles, 9 pass deflections, 3 interceptions, 1 pick six, and 2 forced fumbles. Now, with this being Jones' 7th season in the NFL, this is among his best for his career, as he's on track to get a career best for interceptions, as he's currently tied with his 2018 season with 3 picks, as well as on pace to have his second best year in terms of total tackles. Also, with his 2 forced fumbles, he has 5 total forced turnovers for the year, which is a career best for him. Now, this year, he also has seen an increase in snaps, as he's playing 82% of the snaps on the Patriots defense, which is 28% more than last season. He is definitely one of the anchors on the defensive side of the ball for the Patriots, as they lie just outside of the top 5 defenses for the league at number 6. And in terms of where he ranks among other cornerbacks, he's in the top 10 at number 7 for the year. Now, with that being said, Jones is having a very impressive season this year, especially for what I think is the hardest position in football. And the Patriots are hoping he only gets better from here. Finally, our most underrated safety for the 2022 season is CJ Gardner-Johnson from the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, when I think of Johnson, I really think of him getting under people's skin, to the point where other players have literally initiated fights with him on the field. When he was with the Saints, he got punched by Michael Thomas in practice. And in that same year, Bears wide receiver Javon Wims punched Johnson after a play during a game. Now, with these 2 instances, it's clear that he's one of the best at trash talking and irritating other players. But he's also one of the best safeties in the league, as he's tied with cornerback Tariq Woolen with 6 interceptions, which is the most in the league. He also has 60 total tackles, 1 sack, 4 tackles for loss, as well as 8 pass deflections on the year, all in just 11 games played. This has been a career year for Johnson, as he has career highs in interceptions and total tackles. And he's proven to be an important part in the Eagles secondary in his first year with them. Now, with him being placed on injured reserve in week 12, it's possible that we may not see Johnson again for the season. But his impact on the Eagles defense and him still leading the league in the interceptions, having not played in 3 weeks, is just a testament to how well he's performed this season. Now, guys, this is my list for the most underrated players in 2022. Let me know what you think of my list, as well as what players you feel like are the most underrated at their position. We have a lot of players that deserve to be recognized for the Pro Bowl, but unfortunately, it's only so many spots that are available. But these players definitely deserve some kind of recognition for their performances. Now, guys, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did enjoy, always leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. We're so close to 300 subscribers, literally so close. I can taste it. So please just go ahead and help me get there. All right, let's go. I appreciate you guys' support, and I'm hoping to only grow my channel even larger in 2023. But guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Happy Holidays, all that good stuff. Stay safe. It's really getting cold out. Bundle up. You know, it's really, really cold. It's the time where people be getting sick. I know I'll be wearing my coat and my hat. I be bundled up. My fingers be about to freeze off, but I don't care. I'm bundled up. All right. So yeah, guys, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace. He fumbled? He fumbled? Bro, Drake London sucks. Oh my God, Drake London sucks.